This is a CBS News Detroit update.
Good morning, I'm Chris Ladine. Here's a look at your top headlines on this Wednesday morning. Hundreds of local schools are closed again today because of the dangerous cold. That includes some colleges, while others have gone remote. All districts do plan to reopen tomorrow. And it's not just people at risk. Pets should not be left outside for long periods of time either. Detroit Dog Aids is a nonprofit that helps people struggling financially to take care of their pets. The group says they regularly find pets outside exposed to the elements. Stay with CBS Detroit as we continue to track the cold temperatures. You can also find a list of warming centers throughout Metro Detroit at cbsdetroit.com. President Donald Trump is already making moves that impact the auto industry. Trump is rolling back former President Joe Biden's executive order that calls for 50% of vehicles produced in the United States to be electric by 2030. Trump is also expected to stop funding for infrastructure spending, something auto experts say will slow the adoption of EVs. The owner of Marvin's Marvelous Mechanical Museum is a big step closer to relocating to West Bloomfield Township. Tuesday night, the Township Zoning Board of Appeals approved two issues that could have stalled the plan. One concern was its closeness to residential property lines. The other was about the entrance. With the approval, Marvin's will be allowed to open. There's no set date yet, but the owner hopes to be back up and running this summer. It's official, former Lions offensive coordinator Ben Johnson is the new head coach of the Chicago Bears. The team announced the hiring Tuesday. Johnson says he's excited about the opportunity. He will reportedly earn $13 million per season. Meantime, Lions defensive coordinator Aaron Glenn is still weighing his options. On Tuesday, the New York Jets reportedly offered Glenn what's being called a substantial offer to become their new head coach, but it's not a done deal. In fact, Glenn is expected to interview with the New Orleans Saints for their head coaching position later this week. All right now let's check in with Troy for that next weather forecast. The cold weather continues.
Oh yeah, today the coldest of the last few days. In fact, this is going to be the coldest morning as we deal with temperatures feeling close to 20 to 25 below zero. That is why we are all under that cold weather advisory until noon today. We will see a slight warm up into the afternoon. After the single digits for highs yesterday, at least we go to a high of 15 degrees. We'll see a lot of clouds and we'll be dry until later in the afternoon. Around 6 p.m. we'll start to see a few light snow showers. Then overnight tonight, tracking snow that will linger into the early morning hours tomorrow. Next weather futurecast by 5 in the morning, seeing some snow. We could actually see up to 2 inches add up before it's all over with by tomorrow afternoon. So again, late tonight, early tomorrow, dealing with a little bit of snow could lead to some slick spots on the roads. High temperatures today going to 9 degrees in Pontiac, 12 in Ann Arbor, 10 for Lapeer, 10 for Port Huron, 12 in Mount Clemens. The next 7 days will show that gradual warm up. One more next weather alert day for today as we deal with that cold air this morning, but then we start to warm back into the 20s, mid 20s for afternoon highs tomorrow. We will see a chance for that snow to linger into the late morning hours, a few flurries after that, then we dry out. So for Friday, a high of 22 degrees, back to the 30s for the weekend, right at 30 for Detroit for both Saturday and for Sunday. Our average high in the low 30s in most spots, so getting closer to where we actually should be. Then we're back into the 20s heading into the start of next week, but the 30s, Chris, finally mid 30s by Tuesday of next week. Back to you.
That sounds wonderful. Thanks for that, Troy. That's a look at your headlines. We will be back later covering stories that matter to you on air and streaming on the CBS News app and Pluto TV.